Hello, I'm Dr. Hale, a urologist with over 30 years of experience helping men over 60 live stronger, longer, and healthier lives. And today, I have an important warning for you. Men over 60, if you're feeling cold feet, low energy, or trouble down there, this message is for you. Because blood circulation isn't just slowing down, it's under attack. And the silent culprit? It's not just aging. It's foods that harm blood flow. Foods you may be eating every day without even realizing the damage. In this video, I'll show you 3 common foods that quietly choke circulation, drain your strength, and affect performance where it matters most. Backed by science, simple to fix, and at the end, I'll share one daily habit that can help reignite blood flow, naturally. So don't skip this. Your health may depend on it. Hello again. I'm Dr. Hale, and if you're a man over 60, I'd like to talk to you about something that most doctors don't bring up often enough: your blood circulation. You see, as we age, our bodies naturally go through some changes. One of the biggest and most overlooked is a decline in blood vessel flexibility. Your arteries aren't as elastic as they once were, and your testosterone, that gradually drops too. Now, why does this matter? Because good blood circulation is critical for men over 60, not just for staying active, but for maintaining energy, memory, muscle strength, and even sexual performance. Poor circulation doesn't always scream for attention. It whispers. It shows up as cold feet, as mental fog, as slower recovery after exercise, as low drive or weak response in the bedroom. And too often, it gets written off as just aging. But let me be clear, poor blood circulation in men over 60 is often misdiagnosed. Yes, aging plays a role, but diet, lifestyle, and daily habits can either make things worse or help you take back control. Here's something I want you to remember. Over 70% of men your age experience some form of circulatory slowdown, and most of them don't even know it. They just feel tired, or off, or not quite themselves. That's why this video is so important. In just a few minutes, I'm going to show you 3 common foods that silently work against your circulation and simple changes you can make to protect your health. Because circulation isn't just about blood flow, it's about your quality of life. So, if you found this helpful, I invite you to like this video and, more importantly, share it with someone you care about. You never know whose life you might change just by clicking share. Stay with me. We've got some eye-opening facts coming up next. Let's talk about the first food that's quietly working against you: processed meats. I'm talking about bacon, sausages, deli ham, hot dogs, even those low-fat turkey slices you might think are healthy. Now listen, I understand these foods are convenient. They taste good. They're easy to add to breakfast or lunch. But here's what most men over 60 don't realize. These meats are loaded with sodium nitrite and chemical preservatives. And those compounds don't just sit harmlessly in your body. They cause real, measurable damage. Specifically, they attack your endothelium. That's the thin layer of cells lining your blood vessels. When the endothelium is damaged, your blood vessels become stiff, inflamed, and less able to expand and carry blood effectively. This is what we call endothelial dysfunction, and it's a leading cause of poor circulation in older adults. Studies show that men over 60 who eat processed meats 3 or more times a week have a 24% higher risk of circulation-related fatigue and even erectile dysfunction. That's not scare tactics. That's medical data. Let me say this clearly. Processed meats are one of the top foods that reduce blood flow after 60 and silently weaken circulation over time. But here's the hopeful part. You have better options. Choose lean poultry, fresh and unprocessed. Add in wild-caught salmon, which is rich in omega-3s,
a natural booster of nitric oxide, the molecule your body uses to keep blood vessels relaxed and open. It's not about giving up the foods you love entirely, it's about upgrading your choices. Even small changes can improve blood flow, energy, and vitality. So if you're thinking, I've eaten this way my whole life, I hear you. But your body at 60, 70, or 80 doesn't recover the same way it used to. And now is the time to protect your circulation before the damage becomes permanent. If this section gave you a helpful insight, please hit like. This kind of information could help someone feel more alive, more confident, and more in control of their health. Stay tuned because the next food is even sneakier. Now, let's talk about something that feels innocent, even comforting, but can quietly harm your circulation over time: refined carbohydrates and sugary breakfasts. I know how easy it is to start the day with a slice of white toast, a bowl of cereal, maybe a glass of fruit juice. It's fast, it's familiar, and it feels like a healthy routine. But here's the truth. These foods spike your blood sugar fast, and that spike leads to a process called glycation, where sugar molecules stick to your blood vessel walls and damage them from the inside out. When this happens, your body produces less nitric oxide, and that's a real problem. Nitric oxide is what helps your blood vessels relax and expand. Without enough of it, circulation slows, arteries stiffen, and pressure builds quietly and often without symptoms until it's too late. Let me give you an example. A bowl of cornflakes with a glass of juice can raise your blood sugar as much as a can of soda. And when that becomes your morning habit, day after day, it sets the stage for poor blood circulation, especially in men over 60. The signs? Brain fog that creeps in by mid-morning, cold hands and feet even indoors. That sluggish, drained feeling after breakfast instead of feeling fueled. Sugary breakfasts are one of the hidden foods that silently reduce blood circulation in men over 60, especially right after waking up. So, what should you eat instead? Try steel-cut oats with cinnamon. Add boiled eggs for clean protein. Or blend chia seeds with almond milk for a heart-friendly, high-fiber option. The goal? Start your day with protein, fiber, and healthy fats, the nutrients that help keep your blood vessels relaxed and open. You don't need a perfect diet, just a smarter start. We're not done yet. The next food might be sitting in your pantry right now. Let's move on to a hidden danger that's sitting in almost every pantry: packaged soups and canned foods. Now, I understand they're convenient. They're warm. They feel like comfort food, especially on a cold day. And some even come with labels like low fat or heart healthy. But what they don't show you on the front of the can is this: many are loaded with salt. And I mean a lot of it. Here's what happens. When you eat meals high in sodium, your body holds on to water. That water increases pressure inside your blood vessels, constricts your arteries, and makes your heart work harder just to pump blood. Over time, this excess pressure doesn't just affect your circulation. It can also weaken your kidneys and raise your risk of long-term hypertension. And unfortunately, this affects seniors more than anyone else. In fact, more than half of all men over 60 consume double the recommended amount of sodium every day. And most of it doesn't come from the salt shaker. It comes from processed, packaged, and canned foods. Let me say this clearly. For men over 60, canned soups and salty meals are among the worst foods for circulation. They quietly reduce blood flow after 60. And you may not even taste how much sodium you're getting. So what can you do? Choose low-sodium broth and add fresh herbs like rosemary or thyme for flavor. Make your own soups at home. A simple lentil soup with garlic and olive oil can support both circulation and digestion. And if you do use salt, go for Celtic salt or a potassium-based salt. Just a pinch, never more. It's not about giving up flavor.
It's about giving your blood vessels and your kidneys a break. Remember, every small change you make can add up to better circulation, steady your blood pressure, and stronger health as you age. Up next, I'll show you how to take back control, one habit at a time. Let's take a moment to bring it all together. We've talked about 3 foods that can quietly rob you of something vital: healthy blood circulation. And if you're a man over 60, this isn't just about your heart. It's about your energy, memory, mobility, and even your confidence as a man. But here's the good news. You're not powerless. You can take back control, starting today. Here's a quick checklist to guide you. First, cut back on the big 3: processed meats, sugary breakfasts, and high-salt packaged meals. These are the foods that reduce blood flow after 60, and they do it quietly. Then swap them out with better choices: lean proteins like chicken, eggs, and wild-caught salmon, healthy fats from avocados, olive oil, and nuts, and fiber-rich whole foods like steel-cut oats, leafy greens, lentils, and chia seeds. These aren't trendy diets or expensive fixes. These are simple, proven steps that help relax your arteries, nourish your brain, and restore circulation from the inside out. And don't forget the movement. A 30-minute walk a day is one of the best medicines I can prescribe. It improves endothelial function, that's the flexibility of your blood vessels, and it keeps your heart and brain sharp. Let me leave you with this. If you're a man over 60, circulation isn't just a heart issue. It's your life force. It fuels your energy, your sexual health, your ability to think clearly, and to stay strong for the people who count on you. So if you want to protect your blood flow, your vitality, and your independence, it starts with removing these 3 foods, and it continues with small, smart choices every single day. Before we finish, I want to leave you with something that I've learned after more than 3 decades of caring for men over 60. Circulation decline is not inevitable. It's preventable, but only if you recognize the silent saboteurs early and commit to smarter choices. Too often, I see strong, capable men lose energy, focus, and confidence, not because of disease, but because of habits they didn't even realize were harming them. That's why I created this video, not to scare you, but to empower you, because you deserve to feel strong, clear, and fully alive at any age. Let's recap the key takeaways. Eat for circulation, not just for fullness. What you put on your plate matters more than you think. Don't let familiar foods like processed meats, sugary breakfasts, or salty canned meals quietly rob you of strength, performance, and well-being. And remember this, whether you're 60 or 90, your body can still adapt, heal, and reignite healthy blood flow with the right support. Every change, no matter how small, is a signal to your body that you're investing in your future, in staying independent, energized, and in control. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods surprised you the most? Drop your answer in the comments below, because your voice might be the one that helps another man find clarity and take action. And if this video gave you even one helpful insight, please take a second to like, share, and subscribe. You might just be the reason someone else gets the information they've been missing. I'm Dr. Hale, and I'll be here with more honest, science-backed guidance delivered with care, every step of the way. Take good care of yourself. You're worth it. And I'll see you in the next video.